Hello, everybody. Today I want to talk to you about things that hold us back in life. Um, have you ever been in a situation where you wanted to do something, but you didn't do it? What were those reasons? Was it because you were afraid? Because you didn't know enough about it? Was it because something you wanted to do was too expensive, or you thought it was too expensive, or you were afraid of what people would think? What was it that has held you back in different situations? And you may be thinking of more than one situation. Was it people? Was it friends? Was it family? Was it money? Was it indecision? Was it fear of something? Was it fear of failure? Was it fear of what other people thought? What are those things that held you back from those situations? Could be any number of things. Today, I'm just going to talk a little bit about a couple of things that can hold us back. And one of those big things, I call it analysis paralysis. You think everything has to be perfect before you can start. And so you never start because nothing's ever perfect, right? You can never have all your ducks in a row on a project because something will always come up. I mentioned before, I have a remodeling business. When we tear into a wall, we have no idea what's behind that wall, really. I've torn into turn of the century homes, and 1920s, 1940s. I'll pull out newspaper that actually has clippings of the World War I, World War II. It's pretty interesting to read some of that stuff, actually. But that's what they insulated their homes with a lot of times. There was not a lot of money, so they just stuffed the wall with newspaper, and that helped block the wind from going in between the siding and the drywall or the plaster, as it was back then. And you don't know what you're gonna find. You might find a nest of rats, or something. Crazy things. It's the same thing anytime you start any new venture. Doesn't matter if it's a business, a hobby, a sport. Doesn't matter. You can't know everything, right? It's impossible to know everything. Even, I've been remodeling homes for 25 years. I learn stuff all the time still. Now, I have a pretty good resource in my brain from all of the years in the past and all of the things we've encountered, but there's always something new that comes. There's always going to be a new problem, or there's always going to be a new solution that somebody figures out over the years. There's new tools that are invented and things like that. So new things happen all the time. And I call that rolling with the punches, basically, because you don't know what's coming. When it comes, you just deal with it, and you figure it out along the way. I know that is probably petrifying for some of you who are more on the analysis side, where you like to process things on the inside more so. And I do a little of both. I process on the inside. Sometimes I'll have to think about something, and sometimes I want to sleep on it. Because there's more there to that particular situation, whether it's in construction, whether it's a situation in a relationship, whether it's some unique problem that I am encountering. I sometimes need to give it some time to breathe a little bit, give that problem time to breathe, and give my mind time to process that. Solutions don't always come right away. But getting back to the analysis paralysis, as I call it, you can paralyze yourself with the fear that you don't have all the answers. Let me just say it again. You'll never have all the answers. I like a phrase I've used for years. You've heard the phrase, ready, aim, fire. when somebody is gonna shoot a target or whatever, I actually use the phrase ready, fire, aim. So you you fire first, and then you see where the gun's shooting, and then you know how to adjust your aim. And that's sort of how I have actually, it's been an excellent strategy. I sort of picked it up on accident. It's just how I did things. I tried. I didn't quite meet the mark. Didn't hit the bullseye. I adjusted my aim. I shot again, and I got closer. Did better. The same thing happened in remodels. Sometimes I would try something, it didn't work out quite the way I wanted, so I had to do it over, do it differently until I was happy with the result, or the homeowner was happy with the result. So sometimes, though, that's a process. If an opportunity comes your way in this next week or month, try to keep that in mind. If something is presented to you as an opportunity, or you find something that you are interested in, and then you get that fear that kind of freezes you up, and all of a sudden these fears and these doubts suddenly tell you you can't do this, or that's not going to work. Step back a little bit. Think about this video, and maybe think about what's the worst that can happen, really, if you ready, fire, aim. What's the worst that can happen? Try it out. Try it out. Hope you guys are having a good day. I am just headed home, so I just wanted to leave you guys a brief message and say hi, and I will pop back in here in the next few days, and with a few more thoughts, and we'll talk some more. Have a great day.